Evil nurse is caught murdering her patients. Wow. Okay.
Back in 2008, two patients claimed that they saw 35-year-old nurse Kimberly
Oh, she's
Sands
Uggs.
draw bleach into a syringe and then inject the solution into the IV lines of two patients receiving dialysis.
Why'd she do that?
The patients immediately told the supervisor what they saw. Kimberly was sent home, and the supervisor called the police and told them what had happened.
Okay.
So I went, and the first person I approached was Lurleen Hamilton. And I grabbed a chair, sat down, got on her level, sat up close to her so I could have a private conversation and just reassure.
Now, do you understand that? Yo, bro, this shit's insane, bro. This world is really fucking evil. Somebody that you think you could trust with your fucking life. The bitch is pouring bleach on in the shit, in the syringe, and killing niggas, bro. And the bitch don't care. She don't have no remorse. The bitch have no remorse in the world. On top of that, she's doing it in front of her colleagues. You don't give a fuck. This bitch is a savage. She don't give a fuck, bro. What you watching? Evil nurse is caught murdering her patient.
What's going on? What can I do to help? And, what do you need to tell me? I understand you're upset. Miss Hamilton said, I cannot believe what I just saw. And I said, well, tell me what you saw earlier, what's going on. And
I don't know.
Like, I saw that nurse over there, the one with the ponytail, the one with Kim. I said, yes, sir, Miss Kim Delvian. She says, yes. She was, I saw her draw up some of that Clorox. She kept insisting that it was Clorox. I saw her drop that Clorox, and she went and injected it in that patient over there. And Miss Roan, I said, which one? And she said, Miss Roan's chair, she got sick a while ago too. And it wasn't long after she injected that. And I said, okay. And she said, and then she went and she put it in that sharps container over there about the patient on the end. She didn't bring it, and she walked over there, and then she came back over here, and she kept really looking around, acting like she was real nervous. And she didn't bring it over here, but she walked way back over there and put the needle in that container.
Why would she do that?
I said, okay, we're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. She will not come take you off. I'll get someone else over here to take over this road.
That is sick.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, I'm okay. It's all right. So then I wheeled over and I talked to Linda Hall. Miss Hall, what's going on? What can I do? I understand you're upset. And she basically gave me the same story about Kim having a bleach container on.
Why didn't beat the shit out of her?
The floor, and that Kim drew up bleach from that container and stood up with a syringe right by her side and just kept looking around, watching. And I said, well, what was she watching for? And she's like, because she's just curious. And she's like, well, she was waiting for Dale, who was my med nurse that day, to walk back from where he was at with Arlene, who was monitoring him. When he had left that area, that's when she had walked over to Miss Roan's area and actually had infused what she thought was bleach into the lines of the patient.
Bro, this is crazy.
And she gave the exact same story about how she came back over and was still hiding the syringe by her side, and then how she later had gone and disposed of the syringe.
What's the point, though? Nah, what's the point?
Well, Kim will not be over here to take care of you. I will take care of this. You're going to be okay. Oh, and you're just not going to believe me. That's not the case. I do believe you. And
what's the point?
Investigate this. It's going to be okay. So I quietly walked off. At the time, Kim was not on the floor. She was on break. And I went and spoke with Kim outside. And I just asked her, Kim, have you given any meds today? Left it open-ended. She told me she hadn't. And I said, well, did you mix the containers for your clamps and bleach rags? And she said, well, I went and drew up some syringes of bleach and I was mixing my containers.
What?
And I said, you drew up
bleach
and syringes to measure out your bleach?
Is she good?
She said, yes, I did. I said, don't we use the cup? She's like, well, this is my first time. She goes, I had the container on the floor and I was just making sure I had it all done correct. I was like, you had the container on the floor? We never put our containers on the floor.
Oh, she's just fucking up.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, she's fucking up.
Okay.
Wow.
We don't do it that way, and that's not the way we're supposed to. And I said, but you've not given any meds. Nope, haven't given any meds. I said, okay, all right. So I come back in and trying to decide, where to go, what to do, could I justify what's going on? Because this is totally inappropriate, totally awkward.
Nah, this is sick.
Not dialysis practices. So in the meantime, because I knew she was still outside, I went and grabbed the sharps container that was at the end, and I took it to the lab, just to get it off the floor so I would have it. I spoke to Giselle Fournette and just told her to watch that sharps container, not to let anybody buy it. She said okay. I knew that Kim was having a bad day from that morning, so I used that as my opportunity to go back and talk to her and just let her know that since you're having a bad day, to go home. When I was walking off the floor, I found Kim at the nurse's station around Yasmin's area, so I asked her to come where I was, and I just explained to her, you're having a bad day, things just haven't gone from you from the get-go, and so, and she's like, well, now they're telling me that the patients are saying that I put medicine or I drew up something and put in one of the patients' thing, and I didn't do it. And I said, well, that just means you're having even a worse day. So you know what, why don't you go into the house? Because I just, you're having a bad day. We'll start again fresh in the morning and we'll do that. And she's like, that sounds great. And so she left my building. From there, I proceeded on to where Giselle was guarding my sharps container. And I laid out blue pads, which are chuck pads. They're plastic on the bottom and cotton on top, so they absorb it. And then I opened up the sharps container. Giselle had another sharps container with her that, from my knowledge, Yasmin had brought to her. So we opened up both the sharps containers in two different piles.
Wait, do they not talk to the lady? Oh, they do.
There were several syringes in there. There were EPO syringes. There were fistula needles in there, and then there was a couple of 10 cc syringes. There's a couple that actually had blood in them where they actually pulled out when they were putting on a catheter patient, you have to pull back 3 cc's of blood to hook them up to pull the heparin out. So anyway, so there's a couple of syringes. I went and got bleach residual strips, and it has a little pad on it that you actually put a solution on and it'll change color.
I'm not gonna lie.
If there's bleach.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Whoever's doing this is going down. And I'm talking about you're going down for life. Like, you're supposed to be I don't know if she's a nurse. Yeah, she's a nurse. You're supposed to be a nurse. You out here doing this to people? Are you, for what? No. Why? It's not even funny. It's like, why? Like, what in your right mind make you do this shit? Like, why? Why do you just wake up one day and be like, yo, my nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I think I want to inject bleach into my patients today. What the fuck? Like, no, deadass, what the fuck? Like, who thinks like that, my nigga? As a nurse, why would you think like that? Like, let me just kill niggas just cause. Let me just do it. Cause I don't give a fuck. And let me just have my patients, let me just have my colleagues watch me do it. I want to crash out today. It's crash out day. I woke up on bad time, it's crash out day, my nigga. Let me crash out today, one time.
Present.
It's crazy, bro.
I tested a couple of the EPO syringes and there was no bleach present. Then I found a syringe one of the syringes that had the blood in it and tested it, and there was no bleach present. There was another syringe that actually had a needle attached to it, which was very odd and different, and had the cap on it. I removed the cap and I squeezed out some of the solution that was inside that syringe on the tip of that pad, and it immediately changed to a dark purple, which is a very high positive measure of bleach. So being the person that I am, I'm like, well, and I've been bleaching the container and it could have seeped through here. So the only other way to do it is to pull out the plunger, because nothing could have gotten inside the syringe. Mm-hmm. So I pulled the plunger out and I took this test strip, another one, and placed it inside and put some of the solution that was there. And again, it turned positive immediately for bleach as well.
Wow.
There was one other syringe the same way. I tested it and it was both syringe and inside.
Positive for bleach. She's done.
At this time, Linda Stevens is here with me. I had her as a witness, plus Giselle.
She's done.
Giselle tested several of her
You're done.
syringes in there. She also reported to me that she had 2 that were positive for bleach as well.
Since the day
Oh, this bitch
Kimberly
is
began
Uggs.
working at the dialysis center, 19 patients had passed away, according to the health inspector.
19? Oh, 19, my nigga. This bitch is metal. I ain't gonna lie. See, if I look like that, nah, I still wouldn't do no shit like that. But it's like, god damn, my nigga. The fuck going on with you?
This number was
19?
abnormally high, and an investigation had already begun,
Oh, she's
long
a
before
tweak.
Kimberly had been caught injecting bleach into her patients. What was interesting is that all the patients that died had all been under the direct care of Kimberly. The
Wow.
detectives asked Kimberly to come in for an interview.
Oh, fuck
They
no.
don't tell her what the interview is about, but Kimberly is already prepared because she knew this day was coming. Without being asked, she brings up the mortality among the patients, how she gets confused easily, and how the bleach is used to clean the dialysis machines.
What?
I don't know, these last months, I'm just scared to go to work.
Oh,
Be
don't
honest
give
with
me,
you.
get the fuck out of
Because
here.
they can't tell us what's going on.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm doing everything by the book, and I'm
That's
scared
it.
because I have a license, and I'm scared if I do something, then I've lost my license.
Yo, I hope she ain't kill no black people, my nigga.
You know.
Rest in peace to everybody that died.
That clinic was just, and I don't know what it is. It's just, and I know we're all new, except for a couple of people.
Yo, nigga said 19
And
people
I have
died.
noticed lately that there's been a lot of
Yo.
sloppiness. You get machine ready up,
It's
and that
crazy.
takes a good 15 minutes, and you know who your patient is, and you know where
She got
you're at,
9, yo,
and
bro.
you get it all.
She has 19 bodies. I don't think you understand. This is equivalent. This might be more than people who like are school shooters, bro. Like, all jokes aside, bro. Like, nah, that she's basically a serial killer. Like, nah, real shit. Like, technically, she's a serial killer, bro. Like, she might go down as being a serial killer, bro. 19 bodies, my nigga. Do you not understand how much fucking 19 homicides, gang? She's a fucking terrorist. At this point, she's a fucking terrorist, bro. She's a terrorist, my nigga.
Already.
Real shit.
And the dialyzer, it has Ritalin in it, and it's got to be circulated, you know, because if they get a Ritalin infusion, well, then they're off to the hospital. You know, it's like bleach. So we had that, and then we just had so many chest pains that I just don't understand.
And you know what's so crazy? Like, the worst part about this shit is that, like, she's talking, like, calm. Like, she's giving me, like, the calm, like, if you was to see her in real life, like, you wouldn't think, like, she's the type of nigga to go to a Yankee Clubhouse fucking store, right? Mad sweet, talk mad nice. Oh, hey, how you doing? I would need some help. Whole time, the bitch is a fucking serial killer. That us.
They
It's
said
crazy.
We've had so many deaths in the past.
If I
months.
gonna lie, if I was joining the stream, like if somebody was to join my stream right now, bro, they probably won't know what the fuck is going on. Real shit. They probably would think she's a witness. That ass, bro.
I mean, April.
Real shit.
And it's just scary, and I'm scared to leave my patients. You know, I'm just constantly, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And so I'm really not sure what to do about it. I enjoy my job, and I only know I've been here 9 months, but you know, you either hate it or you like it. So, and if I can get, I have good patients that they come on, they're cheerful, they know they're here. They know they're here for, you know, we're just trying to help them feel better. And it makes you feel better at the end of the day. But when you have codes after codes, it's just frustrating. And you're like, you lose your mindset of like, okay, where am I? Where do I group at?
Yo, bro, the cops looking at her
So,
like she's fucking, like, are you that ass right
I
now?
really thought that dialysis is what I wanted to do. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's in the water system. I don't know if it's
This is sad, bro. She's really trying to play victim.
Yeah, that's what they said. But I know that every day they have to do a police loop through the whole thing. And I'm just curious, what if our machines are hooked up and they have some bleach in them? I haven't researched into that, but I just have to wonder what kind of reactions would have happened if there was some machine,
Appreciate you though.
some bleach machines, not clear. I know you bleach them every week.
What do you mean you bleach them every week?
But on Thursdays, all the machines have to be hooked up to this big bleach bottle, and they have to go through, and they have to go for like 25 minutes.
Appreciate you, Dave.
And when it's done, you take your bleach bottle out of it.
This bitch trying to lie.
And to me, when I get there in the morning, if I know it's Thursdays or bleach days, so when I get there in the morning, I just check. There's a little, spout thing, and you can spout it and check for chlorine, because I just don't.
You just don't think they'd have got it out?
Well, I don't know. I just don't. I know they bleach the route of they bleach the loop, and maybe that comes all out. I don't know. I just have a habit of
Stoner's here.
bleach because I
think he's asleep.
I don't know when it was last done.
He was drunk.
And I don't want to kill my patients.
Nah, but you did. But you did.
Bleach.
The bleach,
Yeah.
they put it in after the patients are gone, they're in these little Tyler cylinders, and you go back to your main screen, you go chemical, bleach, and it'll go through about 35 minutes. And then you're supposed to, there's a little drain thing on the side. You're supposed to squirt it for like a couple minutes, get your little bleach thing, and make sure there's no bleach in there. You're supposed to have 2 people do it, just so you know there's no bleach in there.
Right.
This is actually a crazy, this is crazy.
And it seems like, and then it might not be my place to say, but we had 32 chairs, I believe, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people watching. I sit by my patients.
Bro, this is
because
insane.
I'm scared. I don't want my patients to go out.
Yo, this bitch is really, yo.
And it's my license on the line. It's not just a PCT. I have.
It appears that Kimberly knows they are onto her, so she does her best to prove she is innocent before she can even be accused. She explains the entire process of cleaning out the dialysis machines, while maintaining she does everything by the book because she fears losing her license.
But what hurts me the most
patients,
is
bro.
for 2 patients to accuse me of giving another patient's medication that was not ordered. And that's been something that's really irritated all day. I was just crying earlier.
Oh, here we go.
And I was like,
Here we go. We got a bitch playing victim, y'all. We got a bitch playing
it's
victim,
my
bro.
license.
Shit
If I
is
do
insane.
something like that, I can't do something like that.
What you did?
Give her Amos?
I did give her some saline, only because she said she was cramping. Opened her saline line, Angie wasn't there. So I charted that I gave her some saline line. Her pressure didn't really go down that much. And then she just said she felt kind of nauseated.
Okay. Did you work the whole day yesterday?
No, because what happened, and I'm really.
Oh, here we go. Another excuse. Another fucking excuse.
Miss Hall,
Yep.
she claims that I gave Miss Rome some medication. And she didn't want me to do anything to me today. And the only thing that I did was go over there and give her saline. And I know you're supposed to stay with your own 4 patients. And Angie was gone. And she was just moaning and groaning. Her blood pressure was down. So I gave her a little bit of saline and I traded it. I charted it. And she
I ain't gonna
said,
lie, bro. Yo, bro, I thank God, bro, that I was not around this fucking, bro. Oh my God. This is why, bro, now it makes me look at nurses super different. All jokes aside, bro. It makes me look at nurses so crazy. And I know there's not all nurses that's like this, but it's yo, bro, it might be some fucking nurses out there in the world that do some dumbass crazy shit like this, bro. because of their pleasure, because they just got they feel some type of pleasure about this shit. You feel me? Like, it's weird, bro. This shit is crazy.
And Miss Call said, "What did you give to her?" And I said, "I didn't give anything to her. I gave her saline. Her blood pressure's dropping." And then it wasn't long. She had Miss Hamilton sitting right beside her, and she was like, "Did you see her give her something?" And it was very frustrating because I wanted to go back to them too and say, "What did you give? What did you see me give?" Because all I did yesterday was get my patients set up, deal with the meds. I didn't do any meds. And I guess my patients, they come here and they want to be dialyzed and they want to get out. And I don't know what's going on here.
Nah.
And it's just scary.
This is fucked.
And if I'm doing something wrong, I want to know that I'm doing something wrong because I don't want to kill somebody. I mean, I know it's dialysis.
Nigga said, yo, bro, y'all don't understand, bro. A nigga said 19 patients have died due to her, bro, being there. Yo, my nigga. What? That shit still is stuck with
I
me.
just don't understand what's going on.
What do you mean it's dialysis? It happens all over the country.
Well, I guess maybe not all over the country, but
This shit is
there's,
sick.
Amy told me the other day, she goes, "Girls, this is dialysis. There's so many places around here and it goes smooth. So I wonder, what are we doing wrong?"
Kimberly explains that she wants to know why so many patients are dying. The detectives decide it's time to bring up the bleach, so they ask Kimberly how the bleach is used to clean the machines.
Can you tell us anything about the bleaching procedures?
Bleaching
Y'all have a-
procedures. We are supposed to, after we get our, well, some people do it before. You get your, there's two things in bleach back there, and it's either before or after. But you have to get your bleach bowl, and you have to get like a little medicine cup. And you gotta go all the way back there, and you gotta get that. And you pour it in your bowl.
Okay. Would there be a cause or a reason or necessity or anything like that for anyone?
Bro, see, these detectives are fucking goofing. These niggas is goofing, bro. These niggas is not, they not on it. Y'all niggas gotta be on it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, if she was black, y'all have been on her heels right now, nigga. Y'all letting her talk all this bullshit. Y'all letting her bicker and chat. Too chatty. She's too chatty, my nigga. And y'all niggas just listen to saying some dumbass shit. Get on her ass, my nigga. What the fuck is y'all doing? Get on her ass, bro. Get on her fucking ass, bro. Get on her heels, my nigga. Be like, nah, we know what you doing, my nigga. I wanna hear her panicking. I wanna hear her crying. Something.
Use a syringe to draw bleach up into?
No.
Do you use a syringe to pull your 10 cc's of bleach up?
Sometimes I do when I can't find the little medicines cups. They used to be in that top drawer. There weren't any in there. So I knew 10 C's would make that. But I did it at the back. I did it at the back where there was blood. Because we weren't supposed to do it up here. And you just get a little 2 ml cup, you fill it with bleach, and then you put 1/1000 bleach in there, and then you put your clean lamps in there.
When you use a syringe to draw up the bleach before you make your mixture up, what happens to that syringe?
If you use a syringe, they actually have little cups to monitor them. There wasn't any cups up there that day. But if you use a syringe, 10 cc's, then you're gonna have to, put it in the receptacle.
Okay, did you do that yesterday at all? Did you draw any bleach up in a syringe?
I drew, I had 2 that I went back there for.
You used a syringe to put the bleach in there?
With your water?
With my water?
Yeah.
You mean on the clean bleach?
Yeah.
See, I didn't have a, those 2
Oh, she's stuttering.
mils.
Oh, she's stuttering now.
So I went to the back and I got a 10cc syringe because I couldn't find any more of those little yellow things. And I pulled up my 10cc syringe and I dumped it out.
Niggas,
And then it started the 10cc syringe because we were
She's
out of
really
those
lying
little
about this
cubby
shit?
things.
Like, just tell the truth, bro. Give it up.
How many times? How many different
Like, y'all
syringes
niggas are still
did you
like,
use?
what the
Did you
fuck
use
is wrong with y'all niggas?
solution
Like, y'all
or-
detectives is blowing my
You know what I'm
mind.
saying? Did you draw your bleach up?
Like, y'all already know,
put it in
like,
solution, draw more bleach up in the same syringe, and put it in your clamp clean cup?
No, I had 2.
Were you near any patients when all this happened?
They were on the machines.
Did you ever go over to any patients with any syringes in your hands?
No.
While you were adjusting the saline over their seat, just checking on them or anything like that, did you ever have any syringes in your hand or?
No, because I wasn't doing meds that day.
We're all trying to figure out, why there's been this sudden spike in events, over the past month or so. Do you have any theories or any ideas what's causing all this?
Well, I know I'm new. I've only been here 8 months.
8 months?
But I just wonder about the blood pressures, when they come in and they're really high. I get so scared they're gonna stroke out. It's just scary. I didn't know Dallas was gonna be like this. The first few weeks.
Why this bitch is saying that like it's scary because of you, bitch? What the fuck? Is you cool? Like, bitch, it's scary because of you, bitch.
It seemed to go okay. You might have a bleeder or 2, but having triage every day is just, and I keep going over and over in my head, my books, and trying to figure out what have I done wrong.
Of the 5 patients who had died over the previous month, prosecution was able to prove that Kimberly had direct contact with all of them. They also showed the jury that Kimberly had Googled bleach poisoning and whether or not bleach could be detected in dialysis line.
Nah, the bitch searched it up. JJ's. The bitch searched it up. GG's.
This evidence, along with the co-worker's testimony stating that Kimberly hated her job and was very aggressive towards her patients, was enough for the jury to convict her of 5 counts of murder. Kimberly was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
You've never given an interview, you didn't testify in your trial. People who know...
Why she got makeup on? Is this cool? Is she cool? The bitch got makeup on? On fucking TV? Get the fuck out of here. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way they giving this bitch makeup. Are you fucking high? Are they fucking trolling me right now? I gave this bitch makeup? Her hair look done, all type of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Eyebrows done, eyelashes, all type of shit. The fuck? The bitch killed 90 people. What the hell? What the fucking hell, Leonte?
Will have ever heard you speak, really. Why are you doing this?
There's just a lot of things that was never said, and I believe it's time to speak out. I found myself working at a dialysis clinic that was more about money than they were about the lives of their patients. I was falsely accused of something, and that's why I'm here today. I know that I didn't do anything that would have done anything to harm another patient.
This wasn't going on before you got there, and it hasn't gone on since you left. I mean, the chances of one patient dying of cardiac arrest, about 7 in 100,000, but the odds of 2 patients dying that close to each other was described as astronomical.
Well, and I would probably agree if I knew the statistics.
But why do you think it was all happening once you joined?
Right.
Well, no, I never put 2 and 2 together like that.
But it came up in court that you told staff you didn't like the patients which you had been charged with helping.
That's silly. I would never say something like that.
So why would these 2 patients invent the fact they'd seen you?
Well, first of all, neither one of them could see. I did draw it up because I was making it for a cleaning solution. I wasn't making it to go kill somebody.
But they're all lying, all these people.
Yes.
But why would you be asking, can bleach be detected in dialysis lines?
I've always thought it was the water system. I do know that the water treatment system, how it wasn't cleaning all the chlorine out of the lines.
It's either the water which nobody believes apart from you and a few people, or it's you, only person that could possibly have been, because you were the only one around these machines in every single case, was you.
That's not true.
And the common theme of all of it, in the end, is you. Why did you do it?
I didn't. And why would I? I had nothing against any of those people.
This bitch lying.
Sometimes
No, you know what it is? I don't think she had an issue. I think she just didn't like her job. And I think she just wanted the satisfaction to do some dumbass shit like this. I don't know why she did it. I think she was miserable. I think she was lonely, no kids, no family. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep all the way stacked with niggas. I think she was lonely, miserable, all type of shit, bro. That ass, my nigga, needed some excitement in her life, bro. And this was probably her excitement. Real shit. That ass, bro. That's my opinion, though.
Easier thing is just to admit it.
I mean, you're already sensitive. Just admit to it. Fuck it.
And maybe you're in denial to yourself. You and I know you did this.
No, I did not. That don't even make sense.
It does make sense.
I really thought you were going to help me.
Bitch about to walk out.
Help me to get the truth out. Thanks a lot.
I think we did get the truth out.
I guess he got in your pockets too.
I just think you're guilty. I'm sorry.
Okay. Guilty for killing people for no reason. That makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Some investigators believe that Kimberly killed over 15 patients during her time at the dialysis center. However, this isn't the first medical facility she has worked for. Kimberly had been fired by previous employers, who stated in her termination letters that she was not to be rehired under any circumstances.
Oh, GG's.
What are your thoughts on this case?
My thought is that this
Why
bitch
do
is
you
crazy.
think Kimberly went on a killing spree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Exactly what I said. Exactly what the fuck I said. Yo, bro, this shit is insane. This shit. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's OD, bro. She's a fucking tweaker. No, this bitch is a tweaker, bro. Like I said, bro, no kids, no life, no excitement in her life. The bitch probably wasn't getting no dick. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All type of shit, bro. She needed some excitement. This is probably her excitement. Something had to happen for her to, real shit. Now, her excitement is jail. That ass, bro. Maybe she just didn't like her life. Because there's no reason why you out here killing more than 15 people or about 15 people, my nigga. For nothing, bro. You feel me? And that clinic that she was killing those people in are dickheads. How they never saw that? Like, how they never saw that? She got fired, and they said, do not hire this bitch. Yet, y'all motherfuckers hired the bitch. The fuck? This shit is getting crazy, bro. What the fuck? I don't understand. W video, though.